The Highlanders got shock of their life last week, going down in a 3-point thriller to the Crusaders in just their second round match. Can they bounce back? Or could this be the beginning of the end of this great franchise over the last few years? Hello, everyone, and welcome along to Cornflakes Group, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the Highlanders career mode. We're in the third round of fixtures now, and the Highlanders, well, they need to bounce back, don't they? A shock loss last week, and things starting to be asked already when a great team like this loses a match in that kind of fashion. Credit to the Crusaders, though, their season is off to a great start. Changes are plenty to the team for this week's match, though. Foa Faletau and Franks will now be in the front row. Ep.9 and Retallick reunite. Armitage, Kane and Moen make up the back three. Warburton still on international duty. Aaron Smith gets Robbie Robinson back again, and De Jong and Steyn will swap sides from where they were earlier in the season. De Jong at 12, Steyn at 13. Osborne and Savea, two massive, strong and very fast wingers to occupy 11 of 14 this week. And of course, Captain Ben Smith at the back in what looks to be a very strong Highlanders side. The Sharks will be licking their lips with knowing they have a chance to really upset the apple cart here. Their season's off to a dodgy old start. They're 1 from 2, and their last match was a 38-22 loss to the Brumbies, so they know they can definitely step it up here and get some valuable points for their season. Their side is looking interesting. They've imported a lot of players, the likes of Neville, Dennis, Wheeler, new names to the Sharks as well. Their backline could be the place where they might suffer. Whitehead and Naulala in midfield. Jones will maybe lack on the right, another unproven player at Super Rugby level, and Volvo will be their go-to attacking weapon. How will the rest of them perform? Morgan at fullback, he is one that needs to step up as well for the Sharks outfit. Can they strike while the iron is hot, or will the Highlanders bounce back and start to prove a point here against the Sharks side? All set for kickoff here, Forsyth Bar Stadium. The Highlanders spending the week at home this week after that horrible loss. 2 home games in a row now, and they have a chance to consolidate. Steyn will look to kick this match off, and underway we are. The Sharks visiting Forsyth Bar Stadium against the Highlanders, and off to a good start for the Highlanders they are. They've got a big hit in that ruck, and they may turn this ball over. First breakdown comes away to Moen. Here's De Jong, former, of course, South African player, but he pops it up, and it's Kane who has to dive on a loose ball here. Armitage pops it around the corner. Steyn, of course, have quite a few South African South African players in this team, as Dennis has absolutely crunched De Jong. His advantage, Highlanders, as away comes Robinson. Steyn away, finds Osborne. Osborne looks to shimmy through, but he can't get away. Good defence. And then Evaldi, of course, a bit of a mercenary for Super Rugby sides, as Robinson leaves the ball behind. It goes backwards. Aaron Smith goes away to Steyn, who gets crunched. Oh, that's a great tackle from Whitehead, and he'll turn the ball over as well. Now here's the Sharks. Osborne, desperate tackle, and he just manages to slow down Jones. Wow, I have to say, good defence committed early on by the Sharks. Not many sides keep out the Highlanders for that long. Line out though, Faletau just getting it to Ep.9. Sam Kane will run into the defence first time, and Retallick goes head first into the forward pack of the Sharks, and he's lost his pill as well. It's come back to the Sharks in a high shot. John Foa going very high. But he's given the ball away. He's allowed the Sharks to get a good exit here. And it'll be down to their fly half, Lipati, who clears this way upfield, over halfway, over the 10-metre line. And Latapi, well, he's going to be key as well. His partnership with Baker, they need to blossom if they're going to get the Sharks some points here. Evaldi played in a lot of Super Rugby sides over the years. He gets it nicely away to Wheeler. Now here's Herbst. He's in the back line, Whitehead. Some opportunities here as it's Lipati again, giving it to him. Volvo intercepted Sevilla. Just about got away. Smith is the only one in support, and he saves that ball all by himself. Filatau. Oh, look at this from Filatau. Sitavini, Filatau flying. Forward. Frank. Somehow the ball comes free, and it's going to the Sharks. Now they'll counter-attack back. Oh, and Osborne goes very high again on Herbst. And another get-out-of-jail card for the Sharks. Well, the Highlanders having trouble just taking tackles and setting the ball up for the next phase. I know it's not something they normally really target, but it's starting to get the better of them here. The Sharks slowly move their way upfield, and Latapi goes long from the penalty again. 5-man line out, option for the Sharks. Evaldi, experienced campaigner, goes to the front, and the Sharks set it up just outside the 22. Here's a run from Lam, and he goes straight into touch, giving John Afoa hanging off his coattail, dragging him over the chalk. Well, they go even shorter here, the Highlanders, as if to say, well, we could go one better and go 3-man line out. It's the Beath, the only jumper, and he goes early and goes fast. Aaron Smith finds a massive ball. Armitage, Mullen, quick hands, finds Robinson. Oh, he got rid of one, but he's been held up for the second, and Whitehead turns it over. That's great work. It was Lalala who went flying, but the Sharks have a great chance. A chip over the top. Wow, what a nothing play from Latapi. Ben Smith easily claims that and says thank you for the invites. And Stain will happily smack this out of his 22, looking for touch. He will not find it. It's there for Baker. Fires a massive pass away, and oh, here's a chance. It's a Volvo. He'll attack the defender, but coming forward is Ben Smith, and eventually it goes to Lam. He goes back to the way it come from. The Sharks break down, and Volvo, danger man, like we spoke of at the start. Here's Wheeler, slipping it back for Dennis. Highlanders numbers will break down, and they'll get this ball back, and they'll have an opportunity to clear it away. It goes wide to Stain, and he'll kick this against the grain away from the defensive side. And they get it back through Morgan. He's through. He could get the try. He will get the try. It's one for the Sharks, and it's one for Morgan, the man we doubted at kickoff. He has come good for the Sharks and scored an exceptional try to get underway. Well, it is time. It is time to strike for the Sharks. Look at this. Bang. Get out of here, Osborne. And then he smoked Ben Smith. Left him for dust. Acceleration was huge. De Jong almost caught him. Top gear wasn't the quickest, but it was the speed off this big barge off, if you call it that. The big drop of the shoulder, the big leg first lunge at Osborne, and then the burst of speed really got him away from Ben Smith, who grasped at thin air and got nothing but. Here's Latapi, who will have the chance to make it 7, and the Sharks, of course, in their away strip tonight, looking good for the lead here. Strikes it beautifully and adds the extras. Wow, not many would have seen this coming, especially at home. A loss to the Crusaders, and now trailing the Sharks 7-0 as we are just 6 minutes away from the halftime break. Stain will resume the matchup. Of course, the Highlanders haven't been without their chances as Savia. What's an absolute huge leap from Savia as it's picked up, and the Sharks turn over and then give away a forward pass. Well, that's a big mistake. They did well to stop Savia. Just to give the ball away so quickly is almost criminal. Through the set piece inside your 22. It's not the best thing to do. Oh, look at the Highlanders' first hit is massive. Here's Aaron Smith, fires a massive one wide to Stain. Oh, he goes straight into the defence as well. De Jong fires it over his head. Osborne has to take a second go at it. And he goes to ground eventually. Sam Cane waits at the back. Half-time goes. The Sharks would love to kick this out. De Jong won't want them to. Aaron Smith creates space. The pass was off the mark. Stain goes up to Savia, looking to repay the favour. Can't do it. Great tackle and kicked into touch. Oh, that is great work from Morgan. He is proving to be the real asset, the difference maker between these two sides. Into half-time we go. The Sharks lead 7-0 And defensively and offensively, there is one man they can thank for that lead, and that is Ollie Morgan, the fullback. He has saved a couple of massive try-scoring opportunities, as well as scoring the screamer that he got in the first half. He is single-handedly putting the Sharks in the lead, and as we take a look at the stats, they should be in the lead as well. Possession 55-45, big part of that going to the Sharks. They should have got some points. The Highlanders, massive chances though for them. They have had only 3 line breaks. The Sharks have had 6. That is huge. The Sharks should even be leading by more. They should be disappointed, really. Handling errors, 11 by the Highlanders, just 4 by the Sharks. Tackle count is fairly even, but it is the high tackles that are letting the Highlanders down at the moment. That is where the Sharks are getting their exits from, and it's proving to be a good strategy for them at the moment, although maybe a bit damaging for some of the players. It's 7-0 at half-time. The Sharks looking to make the Highlanders go 0-2 consecutive weeks for the first time since I don't even know if it's even happened. That is how massive this could be. The Highlanders need to bounce back. Can they do it? Can they find something at home here before the season quickly goes down the drain? Well, the Sharks side is showing some fight. One moment of brilliance on top of some huge defence. That is all they're leading with at the moment as Aaron Smith finds Faletau, and he somehow gets it out the back, and Robinson has to jump on it. Securing the ball for the Highlanders. Here's Armitage running himself. The ball was flat to Stain, and Stain has been crunched as well. On the 22, Highlanders in a bit of trouble here, and they've lost the ball. Blindside play, looking for a way through, but going to ground.
Release.
There's Wheeler. No way through there for the man in the headgear. Now they look wide. It's a great opportunity from Neville, finding Whitehead.
Release.
And on the 22, still the Sharks. Ivaldi, the experienced campaigner, going to Baker. Oh, this is chance here. Highlanders need to get this ball back, and they need to clear it away. They need to do something here. It's a beef. He'll fire it wide to Moen. There's no kickers in range here. Stain. Oh, that's a dreadful pass to Osborne. Had no time, had no opportunity to kick, had to force the pass. And now the Sharks are still in a chance to get what could be a very decisive try. Ivaldi, that didn't look too straight, but he gets it to the front where Detroit takes it down. Lam has a bit of a run before going to Wheeler, who steps and shimmies, goes to Baker.
Advantage.
Baker flattened. Oh, that's a horrible ball. Just coming out of an unformed ruck. It's been deemed as a forward pass as opposed to a knock on. But it just, oh, look at that ugly stuff out of
Crouch.
a tackle.
Touch.
Scrum feed to the Highlanders.
Sit.
What can they cook up? They've been pinned down here, the Highlanders. Haven't looked like scoring much. They trail by 7. Solid scrums from both sides. Here's Moen. He'll look to create space as he goes wide for De Jong, who straightens. Now he needs to find that support. He's coming up against man of the moment, but he leaves it for Dust. Beautiful pass, De Jong. It's a beef. Right in tow. He's still got Armitage. Armitage fans. He's got rid of Morgan. And it will be Stefan Armitage to score a spectacular Highlanders try. Length of the field. That's what they can do. That's what they've lacked. Oh, this was special. We won't even see it here. Look at this. It's a beat to Armitage. Oh, the big palm. Get out of here, Ollie Morgan. You've been good, but now it's time for Armitage to take control. Wow, De Jong, brilliant work. I think Stain did very well to keep hold of that, and to keep the play alive was extremely important to that process. The fan at the end was really the cherry on top. What a try for the Highlanders. And look down and out too. They are really struggling for ideas. They've come up with a real team try that has been converted from Stain. And we're all tied up here, 7-7. The Highlanders get something special out of the top draw now. And this is two teams who are desperate to win. The Sharks season is Off to a faltering start. A loss here would really put them in a bad spot for the rest of their season. The Highlanders the same. Someone's going to go home a loser, or could we possibly have a draw? Here's Faletau finding Kane, and the Highlanders attacking straight off this kickoff. Savia, can he look in field and fall? No, he can't. He spilt that ball straight to the deck. It's come away in the tackle. Aaron Smith. De Jong, oh, he's lost that. It's gone straight to the number 8. Dave Dennis picks that up. Neville tries to find Lepati. Advantage Highlanders. Kick through from Wheeler. Ben Smith picks it up. Oh, great tackle, Ben Wheeler.
Advantage over.
Not many can get Ben Smith like that, but it's done brilliantly. As Robinson goes away to Stein, who gets out of one. Oh, what a pass! What a pass to Osborne! And this will be try number 2. Oh, Patrick Osborne! That is beautiful, but put that down to Francois Stein. Oh, that is a special play from the Springbok centre. That's why he's paid the big bucks, folks. That's why he is such an integral part of this team. You don't even see it on the replay, just a little glimmer of how good that was to take out 2 defenders and get the offload away. Oh, this is magical. That is try the season already to Patrick Osborne. Dreamy stuff from the Highlanders. They take the lead for the first time in the match. Now he has a chance to make it another couple on top. But that was really something special. Robbie Robinson kicked it off, giving Stein the space. But he really did a lot of work there, Stein, to get Osborne in the clear. And that big price tag on his name is proving to pay itself off as he nails the conversion as well. He's got a side up to 14-7. And now the Highlanders start to look good. What have the Sharks got on the bank here? They've looked good so far, but they're starting to fade. As now, look at this, straight away from the Highlanders. Osborne, he swept through Morgan and he's gone again. Patrick Osborne, anything you can do, I can do better. Oh, the Highlanders, they took a while to get going, but now the oil is well and truly running through this engine. It is absolutely flying. That is special from Patrick Osborne. Just went against the grain with the kickoff. Normally they would go right from there. I think the Sharks really focused the defence. They went to Osborne and he stood up Morgan here. We've seen Morgan has been great in defence in the first half, but I think they've just left him alone too much here. The Sharks have not supported their fullback enough, and his game has dropped. The Highlanders are starting to get on top of the fullback, and look at the scoreline now. It's blown out to 19-7. Kick to come. The Sharks were so close to a huge upset, now staring down the barrel of conceding a bonus point. Stein to make it 21. Oh, he's nudged this one wide. Well, not far away there, but that's a disappointing miss from Francois Stein. But he's really kick-started this Highlanders side. Back to halfway for the Sharks, and well, they'll be looking desperate to try and stop this flow here as Aaron Smith again changes direction. Our forward gets held up. That's not a bad play from the Sharks. Franks goes back to Robinson, who notices there's no one at home back there for the Sharks. Drills it over the head. A chance to recover, but it will not come. Oh, quick line out taken. Advantage to the Sharks. And look at Baker. He's got away from the quick ball. And come the Sharks again. Sidestep attempt from Herbst, but he won't get away. Highlanders have players trying to warm up on the bench here as through the middle comes Avaldi. Goes back to Dennis. Away to Neville. Neville gets through one. Can't get through the second. 4 minutes remain. And they go wide. Oh, good tackle. Our forward just about doing it. But Jones has broken free before Aaron Smith, covering defender, pulls it away. Oh, well, here come those subs we were speaking about. They were waiting on the sideline for a good 10 minutes there. Matu coming on with Tamiafuna as well. In the back line, Sopawanga coming on and Fikatoa moving into midfield for the Highlanders. This game in the bag now with just a couple of minutes remaining. Shame for those subs, not able to really get an impact here as Aaron Smith goes to Kane from the line out. Sopawanga looking, oh, good tackle. Sopawanga hammered from Whitehead. Smith goes to Matu'u. Advantage Highlanders, offside there, and Stain. Advantage is over. Osborne breaks free again. He's got the fan going. He goes infield, but he's given it away to Jones.
Release.
Jones has gone to ground the ball here for the Sharks. Oh, a bit of a dodgy play there as finally Wheeler gets it, and back in field to Herbster goes again.
Release.
Jones. Oh, high shots from Tommy Afuna. That's a big unit. And those big tackles from that big man really hurt. Lepati will have to run this one. And he looks to the left side. No way through there at all. And the Highlanders get numbers in the breakdown, but they cannot find the ball. Neville. Nice break free as they try to come into the Highlanders 22. Dennis gets smashed, but he gets the pass away. Nicely from Nalala. Wide it goes, looking for Volvo. And Volvo for the corner. Oh, Fekatoa and Ben Smith, the old firm, have put in a punishing hit there. Baker goes short to Wheeler. Advantage to the Sharks. Here's Evaldi. Advantage over. He's just short. The Sharks want one more. Baker going short again. Oh, they're very close here. Baker. Oh, big clothesline from Ben Smith. That may get him in trouble. Trying to argue with the ref, not the smartest thing. Letapi. He's got a tap. He taps and he passes. One time to Neville. Neville gives it out. And it's a try. And it's Jenniferus who scores for the Sharks. 19-12. They'll grab themselves a bonus point. And it is James Jenniferus who's got the try. Easy one there, close. Running out of space, the Highlanders. And that 5-metre tap is always difficult to defend. The blindside flanker dots down. The Sharks will get the bonus point they wanted. The Highlanders will not. But the win is the most important thing at the moment. This Highlanders outfit, well, they look so good for about 20 minutes. They've gone off the boil again as this clock is ticking up towards 100 minutes. And Latapi will end this one with a successful kick. 19-14. The difference will be just 5. The Sharks have come very close. Full time has gone. Highlanders win this by 5. A very close run match. The Sharks definitely come to win. Didn't get the result in the end. Just 5 points the difference. A bonus point will go to the Sharks for losing within 7. The Highlanders will take 4. 3 tries to 2. Entertaining match. The Highlanders showed what they can do this season with a glimmer of 20 minutes of absolute brilliance. Can they bring that for a full 80 minutes? It will be punishing on whoever receives that. 19-14, the final score. Patrick Osborne with a double. And of course, Stefan Armitage with that absolute ripper that got them absolutely steaming as well. That was the key to kicking that off. Armitage got the one as well. Stain, 2 from 3. Really thought the match was in the bag, but the Sharks come back and their tries kicked off from Ollie Morgan. An absolute genius of a try. Then it was backed up right at the end from Geneveris, who got the second and final say of the match for the Sharks. And Latapi, he finished it off 2 from 2. That was a good display from the young fly half. He played a decent match as well. The Sharks showed that you don't need the big names to get the big points. They played well tonight and they'll take that home with them. Huge amount of confidence from that result. Only going down by the 5 points. Into the stats, 55-45 the full-time possession, 42-58 the Sharks taking out the territory. Highlanders possession really concludes how this match went quite nicely. It was both teams who had ample chance to score it. Line breaks 9-8, the Highlanders just nudged that. The penalties 4-0, lucky not to get a yellow card, the Highlanders, and both teams made 54 tackles, which once again, if you go over 100 between both sides, that is a lot of defending in the match. 19-14 the final score. Let's go back and check out other results from this round and see how we see the Highlanders on the ladder following that close win. So we've had a full 2 rounds. The Highlanders had the bye in round 5, so let's quickly go through the results here. Chiefs taking out the Hurricanes, Rebels over the Lions, Bulls over the Blues, Sharks just pipping the Crusaders, which that'll really disappoint them. The Sharks are, well, they did look good against the Highlanders, so it's no surprise there as well. The Brumbies got one over the Force and the Reds, 13-8 over the Cheetahs, wrapped up round 5 into 6. The Blues bouncing into a good win, 25-14 over the Hurricanes. Bulls 10-8 over the Crusaders. Well, Crusaders must be the most unlucky team in Super Rugby over the last 3 weeks. Sharks a good win over the Force. Brumbies thrashing the Lions. Waratahs 26-22 over the Cheetahs. And the Stormers 22-19 over the Reds, which sets up the Rebels at home against the Highlanders for our round 6 match. Looking at the table here, and from just 3 matches, the Highlanders have 10 points. Chiefs above them from 4 games, they have 11, and the Blues sit top on 15 from 5 matches, 3 wins and 2 losses. The Blues going down twice, so Chiefs and Highlanders a chance to overtake the Blues in their matches in hand. Crusaders though not out of it yet. Look at that, so many bonus points for the Crusaders,